welcome back to a new episode of NH Unscripted, where we ask the question, Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Yeah, baby, I went there. And that would be the Bobby Darin edition. That makes me your Bobby Darin-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Hollywood Square-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, where I am ensconced in the center square, the famous Paul Lynde Square. Yes, try to get me out of there. Well, baby, everything is groovy today. I got my Nehru jacket on, I got my bell-bottom pants, paisley, of course, and my platform shoes. Fire up your lava lamps, light the incense, kick back on your water beds, because we got another great show for you today. We're going to be chit-chatting a little bit about what's happening across the state, because we're getting into the holiday season, and this thing's happening. Time to get out of the house. I mean, yeah, you got to cook pies and do all your Thanksgiving stuff, but there's a world out there that's taking place without you. Got to get out there and see some stuff. All right. So, I need to thank my sponsor. By the way, if you're sitting around having coffee and breakfast in the morning, you look over at your partner and you say, gosh, I wish we could sponsor that guy. He's handsome, he's talented, he's quick-witted. Well, call the station. Come on, bucko, call the station. We'd be happy to have you as a sponsor. In the meantime, Lakes Region Fence is my current sponsor. They love us down here. I was with Matt the other day. I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on there. Lakes Region Fence, they do incredible work. I was talking to Matt, and he was telling me that they are scheduled into January. You believe that? They're putting up fence December and into January. But I'm afraid, sir, madam, you might have missed the gate there, the chance to get in early. But they are taking orders for springtime. You might be able to get on the docket there. But I couldn't believe they're doing it in the winter. But anyway, that's how busy they are. Great job. They do incredible work. They'll do your pickleball court. They'll do your pool fence, your dog run. They'll do property lines, commercial line. They do it all. Lakes Region Fence, lrfence.com is their URL. lrfence.com. Yes. And speaking of, I got to give out the call letters here. You are listening to us, hopefully at 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, or 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester, and our URL, because we're cool kids and we got one. NHTalkRadio.com is where you will find us streaming live. Can you believe it? Technology's incredible. NHTalkRadio.com. All right, so there are things just blowing my mind with what is happening in this state over the holidays. And I want to take some time to talk about some things that are coming up, talk about shows that are coming up, episodes that are coming up, give you an overview of things so you can relax during the holiday season. Some of the things that are happening. I spent some time the other day with the folks down at Cutting Edge Testosterone Therapy in Manchester. Don't let the name throw you. Forget the latter part of the name. The former part, Cutting Edge. I spent some time with them because, we're all on this seesaw, right? When we get into the holiday season, where we love to eat and meet with family and drink and have a great time. And then we feel guilty about how many pounds we've gained, and we got to fight to lose it. And, it's a discipline thing. Go into any grocery store right now and you will be pummeled with junk food. I mean, pummeled. And I thought, that it's not just our fault. A lot of people don't realize it, but they can't lose weight because they have hormone problems. Andrew, you there, buddy? Yeah, I know you are. Anyway.
I'm here.
Yeah, dude, I meant to tell you how you have lost a lot of weight. Over 20 pounds, right?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, dude, you're looking it's noticeable.
Thank you.
It is really noticeable. And that's the thing. We all want to feel good. And so I went down and I talked to them. I said, look, let's do an episode and talk to people give them some hope. They do. I'm talking, when I say their name is perfect, cutting edge. They have therapies down there that will blow you away. They're hormone therapy, peptide therapy. I know we talked a little bit about it before in another episode, but I just wanted to talk to them a little bit more, Judy and Tom down there. And so I got that episode coming up. I think probably we're going to try to get it out before Thanksgiving to give you some hope. So if you want to go out and splurge a little bit, I mean, there's therapies out there that, anyway, yeah. So they said yes, and I spent a lot of time with them on that. I'm going to have Margarita Giacobbe from the Players Ring coming in shortly. Their slate of Christmas stuff out there is insane. I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, but I just want to let you know that I love the Players Ring. For those of you who are itching, or you got your nostalgia going on for the Hatbox Theater, the Players Ring can fix that. They do. They're just like that, intimate. And Margarita's going to fill us in on that, what's coming up. We're going to have some specials. I've been around here long enough now that they're like, Ray, get off the pot, do something. So we will have 2 Christmas specials coming up. One of them will deal with famous songs and TV shows and movies that revolve around the Christmas theme. The other one will be Kevin Collins coming in, a friend of mine, and he's hysterical. His humor just cracks me up. And we're going to do kind of an old-time radio show-ish thing, dealing with Private Detective Slotnick and doing that. Both of those will happen. We'll be posting those Christmas week. So that is what those 2 things are going to be coming up. You know, it's that time of year where literally if you walk outside your house, walk onto your front porch, pick up a rock and throw it, you're going to hit a Christmas Carol production by somebody. I mean, it's just, it's like the Nutcracker, right? It's bound to happen. And so we'll be talking a little bit more today about some of the productions that are happening around the state. The ones that I know about, the ones that pop up in my feed, which seems to be getting a little slimmer lately. I'm not sure what's going on there. Come on, Instagram. I don't know what you're doing to me. I wanted to make a comment as well. I think that's pretty much all the episodes coming up that I wanted to fill you in on. I'll flesh those out a little bit more later. But I saw something. The Peterborough Players and Capital Center for the Arts both have this thing. Now, I know Peterborough, it's called The Arts on Screen. The production I wanted to talk about already passed because I meant to do it last week and forgot. Yeah, that's me. Okay, but they do this thing where they will stream production. Mainly they do a lot of opera. That's Jane's lane. I will not step into that lane. I make a fool of myself fairly easily without having to go into the opera scene. I'm not going there. But they recently had one called The Motive and the Cue. And I was fascinated by the premise, first of all. Let me give you a little bit of information about it. I know it's already passed, but it fascinated me. The Motive and the Cue, it's a play written by Jack Thorne. The production was directed by Sam Mendes. It premiered April 21st in 2023. Now, but at the National Theatre in London. But they filmed it, and then they streamed it. The play revolves around the history behind the 1984 Broadway modern dress production of William Shakespeare's Hamlet, starring Richard Burton in a production directed by Sir John Gielgud. And these two were going at it. So you've got this, and I love really good theater. And I saw a clip from it, and it was mind-boggling. This guy playing Richard Burton sounded like him, acted like him. I so much want Sir John Gielgud. People were raving about the gentleman playing Sir John Gielgud. I do not have that information. Shame on me. But as the rehearsal progresses, 2 ages of theater collide, and the collaboration between actor and director threatens to unravel. And it was fascinating to see. Fascinating to see. Go out to like the Peterborough Players website, or go out to the Capital Center for the Arts and click on like upcoming things. These streaming productions are a great way. If you're somebody who just doesn't want to leave the house, don't ask me why you would be that way, but that's private. If you just want to just watch something streamed, and I'm talking high quality, obviously opera, and I know Tosca's coming up. Jane can fill you in on what, I don't have any clue what that's about, but it's opera and high quality. It's the Met and that kind of stuff. So go out there, go see these things, stream them. I mean, dude, you don't have to leave your house. You can make your own fries, make your own burger. Oh, all right. Okay, I'm going off on a rant there. Hang on, Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on. You are listening to NH Unscripted, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, 101.9 FM for the folks in Manchester. I have a lot to talk about. I'm going to be right back because I'm going to get Andrew involved in here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. We are twisting the night away. That's the Rod Stewart version, I might add, which makes me your Rod Stewart-like host, Ray Dudley. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. I'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on out there. We are coming to you from the YMCA-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. My God, I can smell the poo chlorine from here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, 101.9 FM. For the beautiful souls, we love you so much down there in Manchester. All right. So, I was talking about the various Christmas productions that are taking place. Oh, before I do that, Andrew, how's the Into the Woods? You guys have another show coming up this weekend, right? Second weekend?
Yeah, second weekend. The final two shows start, at the time this episode is airing today. So Friday and Saturday, 7:30 start time.
Yeah.
We have actually very few tickets left.
I was going to mention that.
So, yeah, the likelihood of you getting any tickets at the door might be very slim. So highly recommend going on the Pittsfield Players website.
I went opening...
pittsfieldplayers.org.
There you are.
Get those tickets.
There you are. I went opening night. It was close to packed, not quite, but it was almost like a...
Might have had a few people not show up, but technically that was a sold-out night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, it was like a private showing. I mean, a lot of the people who were there for opening night, they were friends and family, you could tell. I mean, every song got like hoops and hollers and screams and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to have to name names, but I think Seraphim Affleck as the witch stood out in this little man's mind. And, wait, aren't you in that? Yes, sir, you are, you humble beast. Right, Andrew?
I'm...
Yeah, go ahead.
I like to think of it as more of a walk-on role than anything else. But.
He did excellent. It was so kind of you to take that little role. Andrew is known for doing much bigger roles. However, he helped them out and did this wonderful role. And then, I got to tell you, I was surprised, and I hate to say that, but the talent that was there that night. Oh, and I cannot. All right, so let me finish my thought. The talent was equal across the board. Seraphim,
it's a strong cast.
Yes. Seraphim she was a little bit above, but the rest of the cast equal. It was beautiful, and the time just flew by, except for when everybody would scream at the end of every song.
It is a long show. It's,
Dude, 3 hours.
Those unfamiliar, Into the Woods is, the second act does fly by. The second act is considerably shorter, but the first act is well over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, buckle up. You're in for a long show, but a good show, and it does move.
It is a great show. I cannot believe, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Kat Martinez, our
general manager,
Yes, directed it. I could not believe you put that set into that little theater.
She had a good team. They utilized the space for what they could, and we found ways to finagle around the tight corners, and everything just worked out.
Understatement alert.
And it looks great. and sounds great.
People would go off stage left, and you and I both know what's off stage left. Nothing.
There's a wall. There's not much back there.
Nothing is there.
And yet we were able to get people in and out without too many issues.
I could not believe how you accomplished that. And you have some great pieces, too, on there. That opening scene with the three, the baker and his wife, those prop pieces, they were beautiful. It was really, visually, it was beautiful. Just excellent to see. And the orchestra was great. A little loud at times, in my opinion.
Yeah, our pit was fantastic.
Yes.
Or is fantastic.
Yes. So there's no tickets left, huh?
Very few.
That
very
speaks
few.
volumes, right? And, dude, I'm going to regret saying this, but it's Pittsfield. I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't believe.
You shake things up, people show up.
No kidding. Hey, how have the reviews been? Cat should be proud.
Positive, far as I can tell. I haven't heard a single negative thing.
Standing ovation opening night.
Yep. We've had good crowds, responsive audiences. We've had some people. We even had somebody who I don't know the name of the individual, but I guess they were in the original stage production with Bernadette Peters.
What?
And they came to see.
What?
They must have been connected to somebody.
Sure they weren't there to see me? It's okay.
I don't think you were there that night. But this might have been on Saturday. And they came and saw it and had nothing but good things to say.
That is incredible. Kudos. And that's a tiny. I don't know how many people it seats, but it's not a huge theater. But they've done a lot. They've put a lot of money into that theater. And it's comfortable. And they do a lot. They do the 50-50, by the way, which I did not win. Anyway, don't want to cry there. Speaking of Christmas time, and I briefly mentioned that if you threw a stone, you would hit a production of Christmas Carol. But there are some...
I mean, is that time of year.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
But the trick is finding unique productions of A Christmas Carol.
Does such a thing exist?
We would know. We would know.
We will get to why we know in just 1 second. Some of the things that... there's a production that's taking place up in North Conway, M&D Playhouse. I love going up to North Conway. I love to shop. I love to go to flatbread pizza. Just a little tip there. But they do incredible. They're so far north. But have you ever been up there, Andrew?
Not in a hot minute. I have been to North Conway, just not very recently.
Have you ever seen a show up there?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man, you are missing out. No kidding. I saw Death of a Salesman up there. I saw Equus. Man, the stuff they do up there.
I'm surprised they did Equus.
No kidding, right?
All the way out in North Conway. I'm a little surprised they did Equus.
I know. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't think North Conway or anything North Country and think Equus. Like, I would think city. Like, that would be a city show.
This is my point. There is incredible theater around this state, and you don't think about it. We stay in our little circles, which is kind of nice. We're creatures of habit. But there are unbelievable things taking place outside these circles. M&D, they're doing, let's see what I've got here. My notes. Let's see. December 5th to the 22nd is when their version goes up. It looks more like, it's a huge cast. And they moved out. They used to have their theater was in a little strip mall kind of thing, but now they've got a much bigger venue and much newer venue. And the cast list is huge. Come out to their website. I don't have it on me, but M&D Playhouse. And December 5th to the 22nd looks like it's more of a traditional traditional format. The Palace is doing their version. Mark Willis is playing Scrooge down there. And I was at the Palace the other day. Oh, I went, just so happens, with Matt McGonigal, the Lakes Region Fence fella. And
I've worked with Mark.
You have?
I have.
Uh-huh. At the Winnie? I worked with him at the Winnie.
No. Well, so in a way, in sort of passing, I don't know him very well, but I have... Yeah, he's always a good time.
Oh, my gosh.
Wonderful, wonderful person.
Oh, and talented. Dude, he's talented. And so they have their version. Let's see if I have the dates on that. I probably don't. I'm pretty sure. I think I was just going to say go out to their website and check it out. Yeah, that's all I was going to say. But they're in that theater, the money they've put into that thing. We saw Jersey Boys down there recently. Not playing anymore. Sorry to have to tell you that. But dude, they have this they have a screen that they can do all this fancy stuff on. And during Jersey Boys, it was just beautiful to have that. I've seen Jersey Boys without the screen, but this thing just added a whole nother level. And the theater's gorgeous. It just, everything about it is just gorgeous. They've poured money into their place too. So go out to their website, the Palace Theater. I think it's palacetheater.org, O-R-G, and go see what they're doing out there. You would love it. Do I have the dates on that? Let me check. No, I do not. All right. In the meantime, you and I both know that the Powerhouse Theater has their own production at the Colonial Theater in Laconia. Now, let's see. Why would I know that? Oh, wait. Andrew and Kat are in that production. Is that true?
That is true.
What? How's the rehearsal going?
It's going well. We've already had a few full runs in, and
You have?
oh yeah,
Dude, we haven't even started our rehearsals yet.
I mean,
Yikes.
coincidentally, the guy who wrote this one also wrote yours, and
What?
yeah, our very own Joel Mercier.
That's
This
right.
is his version of Christmas Carol.
I was going to fake that I forgot that, but I didn't. The Colonial, the Powerhouse, let's look. The Powerhouse does incredible theater up there, too. And yeah, it's community theater.
Although
but
we may have to take a small break and come back to this.
No, not yet. All right, we'll do it. Hang on, folks. You are listening to NH Unscripted as we just ramble on, coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios. Check us out at nhtalkradio.com. Andrew and I are going to chat some more about upcoming things. We'll be back in a few minutes. Ooh, baby, it's a wild world, and I am your Cat Stevens-like host, Ray Dudley. You are listening to NH Unscripted. We are coming to you from the spa-like conditions of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. Yeah, that's Concord-based. 101.9 FM for the souls in Manchester. We love you, folks. We appreciate you so much down there. Yeah, I already gave you the URL. All right, nhtalkradio.com. That's our URL. We were talking about versions of Christmas Carol, which are happening around the state, and we started to talk about the Powerhouse version. So the Colonial Theater has recently been redone, for those who don't know, in
Over the last couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, big bucks, baby, big bucks.
Gorgeous theater. If you haven't gotten the chance to see a show in there, highly recommend it.
Yep. If you are somebody who to go out into the Christmas season, you want a spectacle, go see this version. It's a huge cast, a lot of local people. I mean, it's a huge cast. They have Christmas carolers who are sitting on the sides in those little seating areas. I don't know what you call those, and then they've got the production cast, which is just huge. It's led by Jim Gosha playing Scrooge. Andrew's in it. Are you playing Marley?
Yep, this is my third go as Marley.
Are you third? Yep. Holy Toledo, man. And do you do multiple roles?
I do. So I play Marley, I play Mr. Barkby and Mr. Wilson.
Man, oh man.
And then I think I appear in Fezziwig's party as well.
Everyone appears in Fezziwig's party.
Who doesn't go to Fezziwig's party? I hear it's the greatest party of the year.
Kat plays Belle. Is she still playing Belle?
Yeah. Ida and Belle, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, come on, folks. You got to go. Go out to their website, Powerhouse Theater. I think, is it .org out there for them, or are they...
Say that again?
.com or .org for Powerhouse?
That's
do you know?
A good question. Let me find that out real quick.
I asked the good questions. In the meantime, while he's looking that up, the Winnipesaukee Players, which is the community.
So it's powerhousenh.org.
Thank you, sir. Powerhousenh.org. Yes. The Winnipesaukee Playhouse. Oh, wait. I didn't finish with the different versions. Oh, Oh, because I forgot, I'm in one, up in jeans. So if you're sitting around wondering, I'll bet he's handsome. I would love to see what he looks like. Well, this is your chance, bucko. Up there at Jeans Playhouse for the 13th and the 15th. Oh, which also happens to be the same dates, I think, of the Powerhouse shows. The 13th to the 15th, Andrew, up there?
For Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's the weekend of the... Let me take a look at the calendar here.
So up at Jeans, where I'll be performing.
Yep, the 13th through the 15th.
Yes. Bing, 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 I win. Same dates for us up at Jeans in Lincoln. If you like to get away and get that holiday spirit flowing, come on up to Lincoln. I will be performing as Scrooge. This is my second year up there doing that. It's a beautiful venue as well. Not a bad seat in the house. Similar to it's half the size of the Colonial, but not a bad seat. And I don't think there's a bad seat actually in the Colonial either. I think they're pretty well. Every seat there now is beautifully done and has access to the theater, to the stage. Jeans Playhouse, they bring in these kids from New York, and it's just a wonderful. I am in love with this production, and I am honored and proud that Joel asked me to continue to do it. And that's the 13th to the 15th. You're going to want to get tickets. They go out fast. Okay, I'm not a big matinee fan. I have made that note several times.
The matinees for these shows, though, they sell.
Oh, no kidding.
They sell I mean, Christmas Carol at Powerhouse last year pretty much sold out, and our matinee was packed.
And let me say...
And that's a 700-plus seater theater, and it was packed on a matinee. You never see that.
No kidding. 700 seats sold out. Yeah, it's packed. So the Jeans, we do one for the performance at like 10 a.m. in the morning for the schools up there. Packed. They were actually sold out during the summer.
I remember when they used to do that for the Palace. I wonder if they still do that.
Ooh.
School showings, because I used to do Christmas Carol at the Palace many years ago.
You did?
That was before Joel did the music rewrites. Yeah.
Wow. Dude,
their old version actually, and yep. So I did that. I was, God, I must have been like 18 or 19. But yeah, we used to do the school shows.
You're still looking 18 or 19.
I don't know about that.
I might add.
I don't know. I look like the guy that ate the 18 or 19-year-old. But no, so I mean, yeah, we used to do those, and it wasn't just Christmas Carol. I mean, it was other shows too, where we used to do school showings of certain shows where high school or middle school age kids would be brought in for like a morning show.
It's actually a great show for kids. I mean, especially during this Christmas season.
It's a classic. Yeah, I mean, it gets them their Dickens education without seeing Oliver.
I'm trying to be kind and not slam Nutcracker, but I just
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Nutcracker has its place.
I'm about to alienate all my friends who I just made friends with all these dance
Katie Prue, if you're listening. No, so Nutcracker is a classic. It really is. And I know, I mean, if you know anything about the Citizens Bank Opera House in Boston, the Nutcracker plays there every year.
I saw it a few years ago.
Always impossible to get tickets to that. I mean, it clearly still has a market. It clearly still has an audience.
It is.
It's tradition for some people, and
I know
the Nutcracker always sells.
I know.
I know ballet is not everybody's cup of tea, but clearly we are in the minority because
I think he's looking straight at me when he said that.
I'm looking at myself too. I mean, but I appreciate it for what it is.
New Hampshire Dance Company. I did not mean to offend you, Leela. I did not. I hope I haven't offended you folks. But ballet is just not my thing. And opera, interestingly enough. Sorry, Jane. This is why they keep me around. I'm like the guy in the closet. Let that old man out of the closet and get him in there to say something stupid. All right, moving on. The Winnie Players. That's the community theater arm of the Winnipesaukee Playhouse. They have coming up this weekend. Yes, by the time this plays, this will still be available. November 21st through the 24th. They have their WXYZ Radio Hour, where they're doing. This is cool to watch. If you love the old radio, the Jack Benny radio shows, all that kind of stuff, whether you had a Foley artist who would do all the sound effects, this is what they're doing. The Winnie Players annual live radio play is back for the second time this year. Going to step back in time to when radio was king. The family gathered. Did I say garnered? Idiot. Around to hear their favorite.
You said Garland. I was like, well, it's Christmas, so garland, that makes sense.
Don't drink early in the morning. That's a tip to you kids.
Easy.
I hear you. It's coffee. It's straight coffee, I swear to God. After the popularity of this winter's Sherlock Holmes, they are pleased to jump back to this side of the pond for a trio of American classics this fall, including The Green Hornet, The Lone Ranger, Challenge of the Yukon. They have a live Foley artists doing all the sounds. They have a talent cast of a lot of local actors. Jim Regato, my buddy. He's from the Rockin' Daddy-O's, along with other things. Pat Kelly, the radio persona. He's in it. I think he loves to be in that thing. He's up there a lot. November 21st to the 24th, that's this weekend. See if you can get out there. If you've never been to the Winnie, you're missing something. It's a great place to see theater. And this radio thing it's so popular. I don't think they do the Panto anymore. Do you know, Andrew, is the Panto off their schedule now?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I think when Neil retired, they kind of took that with him. I don't know. That's too bad. Anyway, so yeah, they're doing that. The Players Ring, let's talk about what's happening out there. I'm not going to get into too much detail because, like I said, I have Margarita coming in, and she's going to chit-chat a little bit about that. But they're doing a Tuna Christmas. That's going on from November 21st through December 1st. Let me look at my notes here. I'm all jumbled here. They're doing a Christmas Carol, December 6th through the 23rd. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, December 13th through the 22nd. And don't laugh, but you know what? It's already sold out. Good luck.
Is that like the Rankin Bass? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
What?
Is that what that is?
I have no...
I know there's a stage version of that. But
there is?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I had no idea. I just went out there.
They used to come to the Capitol Center way back when.
I think it's a musical. Is that...
it would make sense. I mean, the original was kind of a musical in its own way.
Well, I did not know that. See, it's worth getting out of bed once in a while. The things I learned. But it's sold out either way. If you go out to the Players Ring, you can get on a waiting list and, hopefully get some tickets. But it's sold out. I had no idea about that. What else were they doing? Oh, they're doing What the Dickens. That's November 24th and December 1st. Where is the time going? December 1st, the Players Ring. Go out to their website. Margarita will give us some clarity on all of that. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Man, we're having a ball today. We're just streaming. So comfortable. We are coming to you from the not overly ostentatious digs of the WKXL studios, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. 101.9 FM for the folks in Manchester. Andrew and I will continue with our tour around the state when we get back. My baby does the hanky-panky, and I am your Tommy James and Shondel's like host, Ray Dudley. You are listening to NH Unscripted. We are coming to you from the Gong Show-like digs of the WKXL studios, complete with the unknown comic. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM, and 101.9 FM for the folks, the gorgeous souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is where the cool kids hang out. Yep. There's a button out there where you can stream shows live throughout the day. You can go out there, find the archives of this, what should be an award-winning show, plus all the other great programming here. 24 hours a day, you go out and dig out the archives there. Yeah, we would love to climb the ranks of the algorithms out there, but hey, it's between you and me. Anyway. There's a couple other things I wanted to hit. The Majestic Theater in Manchester. They are doing a play called Murders in the Air, and that's H-E-I-R, not A-I-R. Get it? The little twist there. It's this weekend. It's directed by Becky Rush. And let me see what it talks about here. Each of the heirs to the tyrannical billionaire Simon Starkweather has the means and the motive to do away with him. And it's up to the audience to decide the outcome of this murder mystery. It is going on Friday, 7 p.m., Saturday matinee at 2, and then Saturday evening at 7, Sunday matinee at 2. Yeah, you will love that. Let me see. Dive In. Dive In is doing a stage reading. We got friends down there at Dive In Productions, stage reading of Will Sachs's play, Beast of Eden. That's on the 24th. Go out to Dive In's website and check out what they're doing down there. They do a lot of crazy stuff. Crazy stuff down there. Oh, and I don't want to forget to bring up, I told you my wife and I love going to the craft fairs. And there's one coming up on the 23rd and 24th in Hampton. It's called the Great New England Craft and Fair Show. Location will be the Rim Sports Complex in Hampton. And you'll be amazed. We've had at least one person in here. That would be Paul Ringett, who did, oh my gosh, the clocks this guy does. And the artwork, the wood artwork is incredible. But this is to be a chance, discover thousands of incredible handmade products, support local talented artisans, And the show's never the same twice because of the way that they adjudicate who can come in and what they're going to be showing. If you go out there, you're going to find kids can meet Santa. They have door prizes. They sell food and cocktails. There's festive holiday music. There's free parking. Costs you $5. Kids under 14 get in free. I mean, my wife cannot wait. It's already on our calendar. She's already getting ready to go. I mean, it is like sitting. We get the card on our refrigerator. She's contacted my sisters. They're all going. It's a heck of a time. So that's the Great New England Art and Craft and Fair Show. I got to get that right. We've had them on the show. And Jody, bless her heart. It was great to have her. What else did I have here? I had, Powerhouse also has, yes, their holiday concert. One I think it's already gone by. That was at the Taylor Community, what's the Taylor retirement home up there?
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, there's two of
but
us.
I think, yeah. Well,
Okay.
Yeah, I think that already happened.
Yeah, but there is one coming up this weekend. So the second one, it's at the Congregational Church in Laconia. And let me read the blurb here. Powerhouse's beloved power chords wrap up another year of making music together with a concert that celebrates Broadway and the holiday season. Director Lorraine Barrows and her band of merry music makers get to do some musical cheer and maybe have a sing-along. So that would be, it says Sunday, November 23rd at 3 p.m. The 21st was the other one that, you won't get to see that one. Dude, you were telling me about Pittsfield has their own radio program.
Pittsfield next month, December 13th through 15th. They have It's a Wonderful Life, the radio play.
So, have they already cast it?
Yes, it's already been cast.
No kidding.
They already had auditions. It's already been cast. It is being directed by Megan Dale.
They have a Foley artist for that?
I don't know. It doesn't say that if they do or not, but it's the classic story we know, the story of George Bailey, and it's being done as a live 1940s radio broadcast.
Dude, those are becoming really popular.
Everything old becomes new again, and I think
Are you talking about me? Old becoming new?
I mean,
not Apple.
You said that, not me. I didn't say that.
I hear you, but
But no, what I mean is that, sometimes the older retro things, they become trendy again.
No
and
kidding.
So, we're noticing this sort of uptick in theater where people are starting to bring back some of these older methods of performing, and new audiences are learning to appreciate it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, what I like about the Foley artists is exactly that. Most people, especially kids or younger generation, let me put it that way, have no idea that many years ago, TV, radio, it was done live. There was no taping anything.
There's actually, I can't remember if it's TikTok or a YouTube channel where there's a guy who actually shows people how you take the old cartoons, like some of the original Disney cartoons from way back when, and how they did, the Foley artists would make sound effects for a lot of these movies in studio. And so there's a guy, and I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, I can't remember his name, but he basically shows how those sound effects were made, and he does a side-by-side showing the video and like where the sound effects fit in the films.
What?
Oh, yeah. And he's like a professional Foley artist and does the whole gambit, and he's got like the washboards and all the different random...
The coconuts
and random objects that were used to make some of these sounds.
That's insane. That's, YouTube, I go down a lot of rabbit holes on YouTube. But there's some of those treasures, right? I mean, even movies have a lot of that, like how they're made and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
just look up how the Wilhelm scream was made and how it's shown up in so many films and TVs.
Wait, what is that?
The Wilhelm scream? It's hold on.
Yeah?
You go down a rabbit trail and I'll pull it up.
All right. So I just wanted to make mention that our version of Christmas Carol got a great write-up in Broadway World. You'll find that Joel posted it if you go on his Instagram, Gene's Playhouse Instagram, North Country Center for the Arts /Gene's Playhouse on Instagram or Facebook. There's a link there with a little write-up about it. It's really wonderful that they did that for us.
All right, so you ready for this?
Yeah.
I guarantee you've heard this sound effect in something.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, jeez.
So that is the Wilhelm scream, and that's been in countless television and films.
Wait, you mean that's like copyright? They have a name for that?
Yep, it is, and I don't remember where it originated, but it's been in scores of film and television and even theater. And it's a sound effect of a guy screaming, and it's usually used when someone falls off a cliff or something like that. And it's usually done for comedic effect, but occasionally it pops up in more serious projects. But
Dude,
yeah,
that is insane that you can copyright a scream and
name it. And it's been in countless projects.
Oh my God, dude, I could be making money all this time with all the aches and pains I've got and all the screaming that goes on when I get out of bed in the morning.
Ray Dudley groan.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, I love this job. I think I mentioned already, but I just want to redo. We have Daniel Saletti coming in for one of our Christmas specials, and we are going to talk about nostalgia. We really want to impress you with a lot of things that are maybe unknown. I hope there's a lot more that you've forgotten about, classic movies and television shows and songs. Daniel and his group of friends they have it down to an art, the science. These guys, they love doing it, and they're brilliant. Daniel's brilliant. Andrew tends to throw in some wonderful things in the background for us, songs, intros, outros, that kind of stuff.
And there's so many Christmassy, holiday-themed music to pull from.
I know. We'll try to stay away from the horror ones.
Oh, we already did that show.
For Christmas, I mean, there's some crazy Christmas stuff that goes on there.
Yeah, and I think we can leave Krampus at home for this one.
I'm thinking we can as well. Let's see. What else did I have here? Powerhouse. I already talked about Powerhouse and what they're doing up there. The Bank of New Hampshire. Have you been to that? Yes, you've been to the theater.
I was going to say we were just there.
Yes. See? Yes, we were. Huh. Funny.
But you may have to put a pin in that.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm just going to say it real quick. Dueling Pianos, 11:23. Yes, I got it in. Bank of New Hampshire. You've been listening to NH Unscripted. Andrew Gibson and I having a great time. We're coming to you from the, Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios. It is cavernous in here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Andrew, thank you, sir. Hey, have a great show this weekend. We'll be back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Adios, folks.